But honestly, dude, I'm not even gonna front. This show is so far 2 episodes in is like really making me want to keep watching it because I just want to know what happens.
I do want to know where it goes.
Yeah, where does this go?
It's out of a morbid curiosity that I want to know how far are they going to push this?
Yeah.
You know?
And it's the fact that like even just within the first 2 episodes, we're already getting very strong hints that there is some kind of serious story backing all of this up.
Yeah.
It's just like, how the fuck are you going to make that landing?
My biggest worry with a show like this, though, is that obviously the concept is so out there and wild.
Yeah.
But I've seen shows like this before where the concept kind of gets tired after a few episodes.
Yeah.
Right? After the novelty wears off of like, oh my God, shock value. This is so shocking. But it seems like the show is actually 100% taking itself seriously, which is what is piquing my interest, you know?
Me too, yeah.
Like the main character actually seems like he has a motivation and a backstory, and so do the people around them as well.
Wang.
Yes. Massive
Such
wang.
a relatable backstory for all of us here.
He's like a virgin Kira. It's like, I'll destroy everybody
Sung Jin-woo
with my horse cock.
Sung Jin-woo may have aura, but can he beat this horse cock right here?
These shows, I do wonder, how do they make money?
That's why, dude. I'm shocked that like Tenga, for example, didn't sponsor this show.
Yeah, like I'm just thinking about it. Like, how do you make money from these shows?
Uncensored DVDs. Boom.
Yeah.
There we go.
Do they make that much money from the uncensored
I'm just going to
versions?
guess.
Probably.
Because like merch, zero, most likely, or like you know, like a very small amount.
Yeah.
TV license not going to be, and streaming licenses you're going to get much. So I'm like, I do just wonder with these shows, like
Because this show is definitely airing at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. So I mean, it must be DVDs.
Yeah, it
just
must be.
banking. I mean, that's crazy though. Like that's again only in Japan.
Only in Japan.
You wouldn't be able to make. You literally wouldn't be able to make this in. Like,
nowhere else could you make this and make it like this compelling as well.
Yeah. Like for a show like this, it is just.
Oh, the game's on Steam.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the original game is on Steam.
There's 2 of them.
overwhelmingly positive. You just can't go from that animation to visual novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
You just can't.
You really can't.
What I don't understand is how Japan as a country can come up with a concept like this and not legalize weed. Because this is like, as I was watching the first episode, I was
so
like,
true,
this sounds like the most high, like fucking stoner fucking high idea that someone cooked up at 3 a.m. And I'm like, no, wait, this came from Japan.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. The person who came up with this just concept is an actual genius.
Okay, all right.
Because the fact that you can make something this fucking ridiculous while sober is like, dog, someone needs to study this person's brain.
You know, a lot of people have good ideas sober, right?
Yeah, but with this one, dude, it's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe.
There are some people who are dedicated to the goon.
Dude, and I fucking respect that. But it's just ridiculous.
I don't know if I'd use the word genius.
I'm calling them a genius. I'm calling them a
I feel
genius.
like that is a choice word.
They are a genius because no one else is fucking doing it.
That's
okay.
No one else is doing it.
Nobody else is doing it, but should someone else be doing it?
That's what I mean. We only needed one genius, and they graced us with this.
God, a show like this, right? I'm glad we can talk about this on Trash Taste because watching it made me wonder, in order to appreciate what this show is trying to do. Because one thing I will say is it is at least trying to do something. It is not just, funnily enough, it is not just cheap Guna bait.
Yeah.
It is not just another ecchi show. It is actually trying to do something. How deep do you need to be into anime culture to even begin the entry level to start appreciating that?
Dude, if you
know
showed
what
a
I mean?
Demon Slayer fan this, I think they'd have a fucking heart attack. Like, they'd just be like, wait, what?
Like, what is the training arc that you need to be on in order, like, before you can even get to this level to even appreciate what the show is trying to do?
I feel like you just need to be like, I don't know, maybe like just years of watching hentai.
Yeah, there must be the guy. the guy who is the goat, the undisputed goat of animating this stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're like this guy knows it all.
Yeah.
He can draw a titty fuck scene in 3 minutes.
I feel like if you've never watched hentai, you would not be able to watch this show. Just because I don't think you'd be able to get past just the ridiculous shot factor of it.
Because it does have a lot of hentai tropes in it.
Oh, totally.
Right down to like obviously the fucking
oh my god, episode 2.
The episode 2 with the ugly bastard scene. I'm like,
because of course. I'm like,
this is being a little bit too well directed right now.
Yeah.
It's just
It's the one time I regret the art and animation being good.
Yeah. But you know what? Look, I appreciate it for once. They made fun of the ugly bastards.
They did.
And they were like, nah.
They did, and his ass got kicked, and everyone was probably just collectively cheering, being like, finally, someone did it.
So what I'm going to guess that this leads into is kind of similar to Super Sentai for virgins, I guess.
Yeah.
Please expand on that.
Yeah, it's like Power Rangers, but they're all
virgins. Are you implying
virgins.
the Super Sentai is for non-virgins?
Wow.
I'm kidding.
It's like Kamen Rider if they're all virgins.
I'm kidding. Everyone is Kamen Rider fans of big horse cocks.
Yeah, he is just the.
I'm sorry, I'm joking.
He is just the average representation of a Super Sentai fan. They all have massive horse cocks.
They're all virgins, but they've got massive cocks.
Yes, they all are virgins. But that's just
But
because
if they used it,
that's because
if they used
it, it would literally destroy the world. Their power cannot be contained.
that's what they were talking about in Oppenheimer, bro. That's what Einstein saw on the note. He said, "No, don't."
It was just a picture of his cock.
It cannot be done.
Instead of the mushroom cloud, it's just a cock cloud. Cockenheimer.
Oh man, but
Now I'm just imagining the fucking shots of fucking Oppenheimer in the movie where he's like, "What have we done?" It's just this fucking anime. God damn it!
Oh my god! But genuinely, like this was so entertaining to watch. I haven't had this much of just a dumb fun time watching an anime in a long time.
I think you have to suspend a lot of disbelief and
There
not care about what it actually is.
Yeah.
To be able to go into it and at least laugh about it and be like, "This."
You can't take this show seriously, even though it tries to take itself seriously. And but maybe
that's an extent of it trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I don't think
I agree.
it is like it is doing that for comedic effect.
Totally. But again, look, I've only seen 2 episodes of this, and I'm definitely going to continue watching it just because I need to know where this goes. Like, is it going to just be 11 episodes of just like kind of building up to some kind of I hate to use the word climax.
Nice.
and actually provide us like a good story of some kind that can be taken seriously, or is it just going to run with that as the joke the entire time?
I would not be surprised if they tried to put some kind of 100% sincere emotional scene somewhere.
Well,
that dude, 100%.
Dude, I did see in the trailer that apparently there's a bunch of Japanese comments being like, the most shocking thing about this is that near the end of this story, you will cry.
I mean, there was already
which
like
I find hard to believe.
There was already like a hint of that where obviously the girl came out to be gay.
Yeah.
And it was like a serious, like out of everything, right? That scene was treated with 100% sincerity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And I was
surprising.
this is a very serious topic. Also, I'm getting emotional whiplash right now. We literally talked about fucking cum guzzling 5 minutes ago. They talked about having like showers of semen, if I saw that correctly. And suddenly out of nowhere, bro, the gays are being oppressed
Society
again.
doesn't accept me.
I'm like, what?
It'd be interesting to see when the show's all done and see how it all unfolds. But my God, one of the strongest first episodes in a long time.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
Apparently, you've seen like 4 episodes of it, right?
It ended in a cliffhanger I had to watch.
So our producer
He couldn't stop watching.
only
couldn't
had to
stop.
watch 3 episodes, and he watched an extra episode just for good measure because episode 3 apparently ended on a cliffhanger.
God.
So that is Nukitashi the animation.
I'm so glad
from
I started
Studio
watching anime
Passion.
again.
I said this after In Species Reviewers, but now this show I think is the new line, the new boundary.
Yeah.
So what is the boundary of hentai and not? I am fucking speechless at how this aired on TV.
I mean, yeah. But I'm not surprised because when I go on Twitter, I feel like the boundary has now become blurred. And those were the social spaces.
Yeah.
So it's. I think this is we're just shifting as like society.
We live in a society.
I think it's because our boundary is shifting. It's the same reason with I remember when I was younger, Alien. The very first one, which came out in 1979. That was rated 18 when it came out.
Yeah.
But by the time I watched it in 2000, I don't think anyone really thought of it as like an 18 movie.
That's true.
It was more of a
79,
16 maybe at the time because the level of what was reasonable for that changes, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I think that's whether it's good or bad. I don't know, but I do think that the general shift towards like sexual topics has done that as well. I think it's like the barrier of what is okay to discuss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or post or whatever it is, it has shifted.
But do you think that we're going to reach a breaking point where there's so much sexual stuff that people just start getting tired?
I mean, I
think it's already happening.
I mean, I feel that way already.
Yeah, I think it's already happening.
Like, I don't fucking want to. I mean, look, titties are great. Love seeing them, but huge fan of them.
Yeah, I don't
Huge
need to see
work.
them every day on Instagram.
I just don't want to see it literally every hour.
Yeah.
Like when you open it, you're like, for fuck's sake, man. You're like, Jesus Christ, give me a break.
But I think that's how this show is getting away with playing the serious story. It's that I think it's kind of playing to that psychology almost. Just overexposing you to so much sexual content all throughout the episode that you almost start to like treat it as white noise.
It is literally the opposite of those ads that are like, you won't last 5 minutes. I feel like it's the opposite of whatever that is.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever,
You will last 11 episodes.
it's like, it is like mocking that ad in a show form with a bunch of humor and like actual effort put in and thought.
Definitely.
And like, I feel like, this is the accumulation of where we're currently at and where I think everyone is comfortable kind of, at least in Japan, but even online to an extent, like discussing it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I think it's...
Because could you imagine a show like this coming out 5-10 years ago?
No.
I don't think it could have happened.
It would have been on hentai websites.
Oh, definitely.
Is Ecchi still a popular... Because I'm not going to count this because this is so far beyond Ecchi.
No, Ecchi's not
No,
popular
Ecchi's
anymore.
definitely died.
Like High School DxD type Ecchi or like
like High School DxD type Ecchi. I don't think it's Ecchi enough now. I think
because porn is so readily available.
I think if you go back to like Tolover or
Can we go through
High School of the Dead or something?
Like this anime chart, like the seasonal anime.
I watched this one hentai.
I guess Dress Up Darling count as Ecchi?
No.
Bro,
it has ecchi moments, but I wouldn't call it ecchi.
Because I feel like I would almost count Dress Up Darling, not exactly as an ecchi, but it does the job better than most fucking ecchis. Because goddamn, this, like, some of the scenes, especially in season 1, you look at like the animation and the fucking care of how they animated certain scenes, and this is like the fucking Sistine Chapel of gooning at points. It was
the Love Hotel episode. I was like, bro, why? How?
Bro, the fucking cut where Gojo just like grabs her. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so well animated, and I like the fact that we both specifically remember that cut.
Yeah. Because I remember reading it in the manga and I was like, oh my God. And then I watched the anime, I was like, oh my God. Why is it so well animated?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you know.
So there's a scene in season 1 where Gojo and Marin go to a love hotel to film a shot.
A cosplay shoot.
A cosplay shoot.
Yes.
And because obviously she likes cosplaying as hentai characters.
Yeah.
So this is one hentai character that she absolutely adores.
It's a succubus character.
Which is a succubus character. And was it Gojo that suggested it? I don't know which one suggested it.
I'm pretty sure it was Marin.
Yeah, so she suggested something like, oh, I'll be on the bed, so you start taking photos or whatever. And then she says, oh, we should get a POV shot where it's like in the game where you're underneath this character and it's like 1-for-1. But obviously it's Gojo who's underneath there and, things start to happen and, she's about to fall. And then he grabs her by the waist like this. And there's just this moment where they pause. But that scene is so well animated when it didn't need to be.
I don't know why, but there's like certain scenes like when she there's when she's like
Oh man.
Oh, I think I've seen.
Oh, that's in the manga. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it was
I
like in
think
the
I've seen
manga.
it, yeah.
But yeah, it is that exact
That scene.
It is that exact moment afterwards. But like, yeah, it just kind of makes me realize, okay, maybe full-on ecchi shows. Maybe it's just because I don't watch them anymore.
Well, I also think they don't make as much of them anymore.
Well, okay, here's the thing. It's also like this, like, we discussed before about like, the overexposure to sexual content on, especially like our feed and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you get a show like Free Rent, which typically is not a fan service-y show.
Not at all.
A lot of the characters are covered, and there are only a few select scenes where you get a foot shot. And it's not exactly a.
They give you the armpit.
They give you the armpit.
And they know what they're doing with the
but
armpit.
do they though? Do you
Yeah.
think, okay, do you think the animators.
Nobody in the history of mankind has animated an armpit unless they knew what they wanted. Gone. Tell me one other show that showed armpit. Name one. Just name one. Name another time you've seen armpit in anime.
Well, how are you
Name
supposed
it.
to? How are
Name
you
another time, Don. Name another time. Just name one other armpit.
Look, I'm drawing a blank. I'm just drawing a blank here. Okay.
I don't think there's I've never seen an armpit in anime. Think about it.
What do you mean you never?
Well, I don't know about that, but I can't think of one.
I'm
off the
sure
top of my
there is
head.
one.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is one.
I'm sure there's one.
But
and
none
they know
of-
what they were doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only show pit if you know what you're trying to invoke.
I feel that.
Here's how you. Okay. To counter that, not even to counter that. Here's just a question, right? Do you think it's possible to show female feet in anime without it
The way
being
you said,
sexual?
you hit female there so hard, God.
Sorry. I said
Female
feet. Let me talk about female
God, I
feet.
sound like.
Yes,
Why'd you have to like hold the F?
I don't know.
No, yeah.
God, I sounded like a slur there.
Absolutely, you can show feet
Female.
without it being sexual. Yeah, absolutely. I think so.
Name one.
I don't keep track of feet.
See, I don't. I said no.
If I had named something immediately, you would know I was a feet guy.
Name a show where there's a girl showing her feet in anime, and
I mean, I would presume that the only time they want to show feet is like beach episodes, or like they have a fetish, because otherwise it's
Yes.
easier to animate shoes.
I think the whole.
Kai, can you search Free Rent feet?
Okay, why are we searching this?
This is not even to make my point. I just want to see it. Yeah, that's the scene. That's the scene.
That scene
That
right
first one.
there.
That
That
first
scene
one.
right there.
The first
right?
one. Yeah, that scene.
This scene.
that was
Do you-
intentional.
Do you think that
Yes.
this scene was made with the intention of being like bait?
Yes.
Oh, of course, because
Of course.
I think the way it was framed, she's on a bed, she's in this gown, she's being very playful. I think it was intended that it was meant to be perceived
Because there was
somewhat
nothing
sexually.
stopping this director from just zooming the camera in a little bit more into a face.
Or zooming it out to a room
Or
wide
to a
one,
room.
which makes it less sexual.
But the fact that the foreground is clearly the feet.
yeah, and it's a very intimate shot.
It's obvious. There is see, to answer your question,
Yeah.
no, I don't think there is any anime where they have like or shot an anime where they have clearly highlighted the feet that hasn't been done for a sexual purpose. Because I know people who are into feet and they will have any fucking excuse they can to see it.
Yeah.
And you know what? All the more power to them.
Yeah. Okay. So what was your point with this?
No, my point was that what is the line for something like this? Because you talked about the armpit, right? And it's all about intention, right?
Yeah,
intention in terms like the animator being like, I want to frame this in a way to tantalize the audience a bit, into even if
Word.
Free Rent is the most. In terms of its themes, a very anti-Guna show.
Very
It
much
is
so.
it is a very
The polar opposite, you could say.
it is a very down-to-earth story, very close to the heart, very deep storytelling. And then
Doesn't mean that the people working on it couldn't be goon enjoying.
Yeah, because you know for a fact that whoever fucking animated this shot is just like
they must have
went-
the guy.
Yeah, went up
They
to the
must have
director.
the guy.
Yeah,
who's
went up
like,
to the
I'm the feet guy.
the director's sitting there and he's like, oh god, here comes the feet guy. Yes. Oh, you want to animate another scene with feet?
For me,
Okay.
I I feel like part of the reason why Freerun as a series got so much art is because scenes like this and like the armpit scene, there is just enough to have plausible deniability.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
Yeah. It is just like
there's enough room for people who see it to fill in the blanks in the way that they want to.
And I think ultimately, in this day and age, your show does really well if people make a lot of porn about it. Overwatch was kept alive by porn.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That game made a lot of fans from porn.
Look at Fate.
Yeah, Fate too. You know, like it is to be near. All this. It is a proven formula that works.
Yep.
That if your characters just give enough, that then people can run with it. It's very popular.
They don't need to cook the whole meal. They just need to give you the ingredients.
No, because if they've done all the work, you don't need to make anything.
Exactly.
I think that's the secret sauce.
Whereas Nukitashi has not only given us the full meal, but they have given us a fucking banquet.
Yeah, because no one's going to make
where no single person can finish this meal without feeling full.
Yeah, but I also think it leads into like an aspect that like I feel like there's now a bigger pushback against sexual stuff.
I feel that as well.
Like, I do feel like there is a more Puritan side to the internet as well now. It's like very like against it and trying to go back to more I guess traditional values.
Yeah, conservative ways.
Yeah, conservative.
But I think it's whatever.
Yeah,
I think
understandable. I think there should be spaces for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As long as you're not hurting anyone, like, mate, just if you want to go into it, go for it.
I mean, that's the issue, right? Is that I think that we really, it's great. You can go whenever you want, and you can go into literally anything you want.
Yeah,
and we do
anytime. And we do.
And we do.
I think it's understandable though that it might be like too invasive in like all of the online public spaces, right?
Yeah.
Like there's just too much porn.
Yes.
And I agree.
Yeah.
Like I think
no, totally.
It's fair enough. So I understand why people would.
It used to be the feeling of like, oh, if you came across this thing, then you had intentionally come across this thing. It's like, this is a bad thing I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And now it's just everywhere you see it.
Yeah, now it's just like, here you go.
I mean, I think it's good that it's not like a guilty thing now. I don't think you should feel guilt for doing it.
But in like to kind of play devil's advocate, do you think this is how our parents felt going from having to buy like porn magazines and porn fucking VHSs and DVDs to just it being readily available all the time, anytime on the internet?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know, but like,
I have to think about that.
That's a good point. I think it's an interesting thought. But I realize when if I've gone like a week, and I'm just in like a fucking tent in the middle of nowhere, I'll get it done to no matter what. There could be a stone that's oddly shaped. I'll be like,
it looks like Freerun's feet.
So I really don't imagine it was much of a struggle back then. Speaking as a guy,
the imagination is a vivid thing.
Your standards drop very quickly for what's required when you don't have it. I'm sure back then it was not a challenge.
Yeah, you'll see a slit in the tree and be like, that'll do.
Oh God,
that'll do.
Oh man,
I was gonna say earlier, I was on this fucking hentai site quite a while ago, and I remember there was a hentai that had like 15 episodes. I was like, 15 episodes of a hentai? What the fuck is this? And I watched it, and it was maybe you've seen this one. It was the one where the guy wakes up like Fry from like 1,000 years in cryo,
right?
And he's the only man left.
Oh yeah,
Shumatsu Harem.
Shumatsu
Harem.
That's not a hentai.
That's not a hentai.
Why was it on a hentai website?
Because, I don't know, but it was streamed on TV.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is based off a regular manga.
Yeah, I was watching this on the hentai website.
So you thought it was a hentai?
And I was like, when do they fuck? And so I'm 4 episodes deep, and I'm like, this is not a good show. When do they fuck? And I was like,
wait, it's a serious story? What's going on?
Yes. And I was like, why is this on the hentai website? Was this like Guna back then? Because right now this wouldn't fly. They air this on fucking Nickelodeon, bro. Yeah. This is like
Nicktoons.
Fucking Bluey would watch this. Yeah, this is ridiculous. What the fuck is this?
You just gave me like the fucking funniest image of just you just
with
like,
your cock in your hand.
You cock your hand like an hour and a half in, 4 episodes in, you're like,
You know
What the
that,
fuck?
No, you know that the meme where the guy's smiling and then goes to like angry.
Yeah.
It's just a crude drawing of the smile, and then he goes to. That was me watching this. I watched it. I was like, when do they fuck? And then you know what I did, because I literally watched 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very good. And so then I started just skimming through all the episodes, trying to find when they fuck. They did not fuck.
Yeah, it's an ecchi. It's
They
an
don't
ecchi.
fuck.
Yes. It's
Why was it on the website?
I have all the volumes of this manga.
Of course you do.
Because
shit.
because I also went into this in a very similar fashion. When I found this in a bookstore, you look at the title, you look at the cover, you read the synopsis, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be some kind of like heavy ecchi show. And I thought, fuck it, I'll give the first
He
one a
doesn't
read.
fuck anyone.
No.
And
which
Earth is depending on him.
yeah, which is what made me continue reading it, because I was like, oh wait, this is an actual like serious story. And you know what? It wasn't bad. The story wasn't bad. Could have been better, but it wasn't bad.
No, it was shit.
You've seen 3 episodes.
Yeah, it was dog.
I thought it was all right. It's not the best, but fuck.
I mean, I've read the manga of this.
It's better than most ecchi.
Better than most ecchi is not
That's
a
a
high
small barrier.
bar.
Look, I've read a lot of ecchi in my day.
Yeah,
And there's a lot that
this
is
makes
better.
so much sense that it wasn't a hentai.
Yeah.
That website did
actually.
me dirty.
Yeah.